One is just a quick update on some small changes I've made to the performance demo dashboard. Some of this will obviously will look super familiar, but just to go over them, I'll refresh the page. We have this mask now that just covers the viz and puts them in grayscale just to kind of call out the fact that you're in this performance mode. You can, some of the bars here are updated so they're correctly sorted based on size now. We're going to make some changes. We're going to include like a call out at the top around the number of tiles on your dashboard and have a sort of like emoji scale that is like smiley face under one threshold and then like kind of frowning face. And then if you go like over 40 tiles, like an exploding head, something like that. Play around with that, see how that looks. I think we're also going to break apart this query time because this doesn't like, I'll run it without the cache. It doesn't really reflect the total load time of the page, and it sounds a lot worse than it actually is. So we're going to make that probably like each chart will have their own individual bar, a little bit more like what this table shows right now. And then the only other major upgrade is I added this little table in here. Still have to do some styling. We're gonna like right align things and heat map them. Um, yeah, and then the last thing I think probably even this is good enough to go out behind the flag. But the last thing I want to get in is each one of these tiles, like each run captures a huge amount of timing data. And kudos to Jonathan, who I think originally implemented all that. And I think it'd be cool to display it in like a waterfall chart because it's both informative, but also really demonstrates how fast we are within our system managing and moving data around. Like most of the segments will be on the order of single digit milliseconds. And then like the long polls tend to be actually like running the query in the data warehouse or shipping the data across the network. So hopefully we'll get that out there pretty soon. Um, yeah, and then the only other thought on all this stuff is we'd really love to also get some cache metrics in here. I don't think we currently expose those to the front end. We definitely expose whether or not the results came from cache. Like if I refresh again, you'll see these all switch to cache. But I'd love to just try to understand some more of the metrics we return when we're pulling from cache and try to display them in a somewhat meaningful way. That's me.
So unbelievably nice. Just visually very pleasant.